myself by the grace of God, and I believe it's a thing of honor to celebrate, all these ones here. And when we are in business, it's not as if we have arrived, and it's not as if we know it all. But one thing about life is that when you share the much you know, your mind expands. There's something that happens on the inside of you, and it builds capacity to get more. So I want to believe that as they share, their capacity will be expanded, and all of us will be benefit as well. Okay? So I'll start with Mr. Rossi. Mr. Rossi, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, ma.
All right. So I'd like to ask you concerning how you started, with your paint business. Why did you start with paint business, right? And how long have you been in it?
All right, thank you, ma. Good afternoon, everybody. How I come about paint business? 2014. Okay, 2013. I was working as a sales boy or sales rep somewhere, but the pay was not as my desire. So I was needing something that will empower me financially. So I decided to, at the end of the year, by December, so the next year, which is 2014, January 1st, on the 2nd of January, I decided to go on prayer retreat to ask God, what will I do? And so on my coming back on the 5th of it, God led me to my pastor, who connected me to his friend who is a painter. He just was a painter. He has been in painting for about 23 years then.
Wow.
So after then, he accepted me as an apprentice. So we now traveled to Benin for painting work, which lasted about 4 or 5 days. And then we came back. So at that point, I was not being paid out because I was just learning how to do the painting. And then he would give me 1,000 naira at the end of the day, then buy me food and give me transport to go home. But at the end of the 2015, then I got freed, and then I decided to stay on my personal own. So since that time till now, it has been 9 years since I've been
Wow.
in
Can you give a round of applause to that? Thank you very much. So that means you did apprenticeship for 1 year. Is that what you're saying?
1 year plus. Yes.
1 year plus.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's very good. So thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Chinedu, nice to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We would like to know, tell us a bit about the business that you're doing and why. Why is so powerful. It's always good to know your why, all right? So let us know within a minute or two. Just share with us. Thank you.
The business I'm into is shoemaking and bag making.
Are you the one that made this one?
Yeah, this is my product.
Wow. Can you give a round of applause to that? That's cool. Lovely.
It's an awesome business, but my why in the business is that I discover purpose in it. That's why I'm into the business. But at the initial time, my intention was just learn the skills. So when I got admission, I will see something to finance my education. But along the line, so many things pop up. I discovered that this thing is beyond just looking for small skills to finance my education.
Wow.
You can become a massive something. So, and I find so many things in it. That's one of the things that get me purpose.
Interesting. How long have you been in it?
I've been in this business since 2016.
Wow.
Today, from apprenticeship
That's practically
to
6 years.
manager, from manager, become a CEO man.
Wow. Can we celebrate him, please? So basically, this idea of apprenticeship works. Yeah. Apprenticeship works. How long did you do apprenticeship?
I started.
Sorry. Check. Okay.
Okay. Hello. I started from a skills acquisition, which lasted for, let me say, 2 weeks plus. So after 2 weeks plus, I now met my boss. We didn't have any initial agreement. Just like, you can make this. I said, I'm into this. Say, I myself, this is what I do for a living. You can join me. So I joined him. He now taught me so many things about the work. So let me say, I do apprenticeship within like a year plus. Not even up to a year. Let me say a year plus, because I become the manager of the place. So I managed the place for some months, a year and a few months before I got mine.
Wow. Can we clap? Can we give a good clap for this? This is beautiful. So not only were you apprentice, they actually gave you the opportunity to be a manager.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. It's always good to, serve. I believe a lot in that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Miss Ngozi, thank you so much for being in our midst. We celebrate you. All right. Okay, so you can as well do us the favor of letting us know your business and why. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Good day.
As you know, my name is Ngozi. I manage coconut production business. Angloneb Creative Ventures. We're into everything coconut. We started with coconut oil. From there, we entered coconut oat swallow. Now we are producing coconut chips.
Coconut goat swallow.
Oat.
Okay,
swallow.
oat swallow. Wow.
And
Like poundo yam and all that.
yes.
Wow.
And it's very good, healthy, very good. Everybody needs fiber. Okay, let me not go into that. Let me focus on the question. 2016, I was opportune to join Manifest Printing Press. From there, the man started, my director then started a traveling agency business. And he said, Ngozi, you are very good. Follow me to traveling agency business. So he separated the two offices. So I followed him to that department. From there, I started growing with him. He started a business school, which ran for 1 year, every Saturday. So every Saturday, I didn't miss one day. I was always with him. Then sometimes when they invite him to talk on seminars, he will carry me along. So I was learning and I was growing. So in the process, my business, naturally, I'm very good with business. So as a child, I was managing my mom's business. So different ideas of what to do started flocking into my head. Being that God favored me that I was staying with missionaries. I was trained as a missionary and I was living with missionaries. So one of the missionary by name Auntie Stella, she knows a lot of things. She's into production and she does seminar a lot. So I was following her too, learning from her. So at the time, she will call me when she goes for staff meeting. She will call me, Ngozi, they invited me so place. I cannot meet up. Please go and do the seminar on my behalf. So that was how I started with her. Wow. And the reason why I'm into this particular production, because I know how to produce a lot of things, but the reason why I'm into this very one is because of the health benefit and the kind of oil we see in the market and people eat. It causes a whole lot of cholesterol. And I was looking for oil that people will eat and they will be free from this cholesterol. Or when you don't have money to buy the product and you eat anything that gives you cholesterol, you can still fall back to drink it so that it can convert your bad cholesterol to good one. I started doing research on all my products, and coconut oil came out the best.
Wow.
And the best. It's still the best.
That is amazing. Can we give a round of applause? That is amazing. I'm actually a benefactor of the coconut oil. Yeah, because, she was the one that told me that you can use it to fry, you can use it to cook, and then you can use it on your skin, you can use it on your hair. Coconut oil is simply amazing, all right? And we are all proudly Nigerian. Because of people like this, we celebrate what is going on in the country, and everything doesn't have to be imported. You don't have to use imported, groundnut oil and all that. You actually have, things that are made within the country. So can we give another round of applause? This is beautiful. Okay, so we are on to you, Mr. Charles. Thanks so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we would like to hear from you. How did you start? What business are you doing? And for how long have you done this business? And what's your why? Yeah, we'd like to know what's your why.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Charles Senumba Harry. I've been a banker for some time, all right? It was work that actually brought me to Warri. That's 2009 with Intercontinental Bank, all right? We work at a point, Access Bank took over, all right? Exactly May 1st, 2020, if some of us will recall, the bank, after the merger with Diamond Bank, they had to drop some staff, about 3,000 of us, and I happened to be one of them. And as at this time, I was so frustrated. I don't have anybody to run to. I have wife at home. I've got 2 kids. My wife is pregnant at this moment. And the bank said they were going to pay us just 2 months' salary in lieu. And how much is even this salary we're talking about? 102,000. My rent alone is 350,000. How do I survive? What do I do? So at this instance, while all these things were happening, I was looking for what to do. And to be sincere with you, even while working all these years, I have never been so happy with the job because you don't have time.
That's true.
As a banker, you work Saturdays, you work Sundays. When they merged, I know what we went through. All right, Sundays, you can work throughout the day. You won't go home, and sometimes you are not even paid for it. Okay? So what am I going to do? That was the issues. Then, as at August, the same year, 2020, I went out to get something I ordered from AliExpress from inside Okere Road, Warri. On my way back, I got a call from my wife. Babe, they said our house is burning. I said, what kind of problem is this? I felt it's a very minor one. Maybe before I get home, the fire would have been quenched and all that. Behold, when I got home, the fire started from my own apartment. Everything I had, everything got destroyed. It was only this bag you are seeing there that was saved. Because I left it in the parlor.
Wow.
My credentials was there. My laptop was there. It didn't get burnt. So everything got burnt. How will I start? That was the question. What do I do? So I was trying to raise money. Friends that knows me, relative, they were sending me money just to assist me. All right? I was trying to rent another apartment, and the total amount I needed to spend was like 450,000. And I don't have money. I will buy foam, bed, refrigerator, generator, everything. The house, everything got burnt. So people were sending me money. At this point, there was a lady, we did a business together before. Even while working at the bank, I was still looking for every other avenue I can, do 1 or 2 other businesses, which will not affect my business and will be giving me income. I partner with a company called Organo Gold. They were into sales of coffee, all right? I partner with Uno Premier, all right? They were also selling juice and all that. I can tell you for free, I did all these businesses while I was working. I took time out. I go to Lagos, event, Bayelsa, Port Harcourt, Benin, everywhere. I never made a dime. I never made 1 kobo. Instead, I was the one spending money. Why? Because I have my plan A as at that time, which was my work, that is giving me the money. So as at this time, I don't have anything to fall back on. So there was this cousin of mine. He just sent me 100,000 to support me, all right, for me to get a new apartment. And there's this other lady, Alero. We were working together before now in other businesses. She just called me. I should come and see this opportunity. She's been calling me. I said, no, I don't want to go and check it out. But I just said, okay, let me give it a try. I got there that very day. They showed me the business. Behold, it's forest. You don't need to learn how to trade forex. The company trade the forex for you. Every single day they pay you profit in dollars, 0.45% every single day, Monday to Friday. Of course, I've worked in the bank. I've done fixed deposit, treasury bills for customers. I know how long it takes. I know the percentage. Even right now, if you ask me, I will tell you, they are nothing. They won't make anything from it. So why will I leave my money in the bank? So I said, this is a very good business to start with. So out of the money that my cousin sent to me, 100,000, I took 64,000 or thereabout because $100 package, that was the lowest. I started with that. I said, let me just try because I don't need to hawk product. I don't need to, even if I don't introduce anybody, I will make money. Let me just try. That's how I started with Omega Pro. And behold, after I had started, I called some of my customers. There are some I do fixed deposit for. I said, come and see this opportunity. One came in with $10,000. One came in with $2,000, just like that. In a space of 2 weeks, I had already made like $506,000 as my profit. I said, wow.
Wow.
I said, this is the kind of business I want to do. And since that time, I can tell you that's what I've been doing, and I've attained some leadership rank, and I've made some money from there. All these things I have lost. I even sold my car at that point in time, but I've replaced everything back this time.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing testimony. Amazing testimony.
So this is a business that it will not cost you anything. So when you up in, even if you don't like marketing, fine. Why not just put your money, invest? Every single day, your money will yield compound interest. Okay. So that's what I do. And why do I join the business? Like I told you, they are not selling product. I joined. And I must not refer people. I joined. Then also, I'm looking for financial freedom.
Yeah.
I need to have money. I don't need to be begging people for money. That's the reason I joined.
Yeah.
Also, I want to spend some time, quality time with my family.
Correct.
You understand? As I'm here now, I don't even pray to have any job. I don't pray to look for any job.
That's amazing.
I don't pray to look for a job because
okay, yeah.
we are getting it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much. Awesome testimony. All right. The truth is that I know many people have had their fingers burnt in the name of Forex. Am I right? So we have people in the house who can testify to the fact that they've tried Forex, and they didn't make it. There are two ways of doing this Forex, obviously. One, you do it yourself, or you invest in a company that does it. All right. So clearly, Omega Pro is a company that does, they trade in Forex. But they have mastered it so well that they are able to know how to net off their losses and have gains, because every investment, there will be maybe some loss here, there's some gain here, but overall, you are net in the plus. All right? So you find out that clearly, you must have gotten a way of investing in Omega Pro to be able to recover all that you had lost, and even now, you are empowering others. Correct? Because you said that you have achieved some leadership levels, which we celebrate. Can you give another round of applause? Amazing testimony. And the truth is that bringing him on board, I have seen it myself. All right? I'm not at the level where he is. All right? But I have noticed that over time, because there are some people that you hear about, you monitor them. You watch from afar, and you'll be able to assess and say, does this thing really work? Is it for real? And all of that. So I can testify that what he's saying here is actually, true. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles.
Thank you.
Excited to hear your testimony. Okay, so now we come back to you, Mr. Rossi. We are celebrating business. That's what we're doing. And we're talking about 21st century businesses that are resilient, no matter that the fact that the dollar is 710, or rather the naira is 710. Oh, it has moved to 740 now. Ngozi, are you sure?
In Omega Pro, is 750.
Huh? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? And I heard that by December it will hit 1,000. Are we here? What is your hope? What are you looking at? What economy are you working with? Are you working with Nigeria economy? Like some people will say, Buhari regime. The point is that you don't have to be a casualty. You don't have to be a victim of what is going on. You can actually take control of your future. It's all in your hands. And what we're offering today is knowledge. Okay? We're offering knowledge because Nigerians are scaling. They are Nigerians that as they hear about all this, all they are thinking of, they are like the eagles, eagle Nigerians. People who are looking at, it's a stormy weather, it's a tough time for Nigeria, but they are looking at how to soar. Eagles, they are not afraid of the storm. All they look for is how to move to the highest heights, and they are able to soar on top of, on top of the storms of life. So when it comes to your finance, you don't have to allow fear. You don't have to allow, doubts. You just have to find those who are forging ahead. You have to find those who are successful in what they are doing. All right? And then learn from them. So that's what we are presenting here. These are all people who are successful in what they are doing. And I have monitored them. And like I said, I've been doing business for like 17 years. And I'm still working as an employee. So I'm doing the two of them, So I can tell you of a show. Whenever I see a business opportunity, whenever I see people who are doing business, because I believe more in business than employment. All right? The only thing is that there's a usefulness for both of them. All right? So you want to make sure that whatever you are putting up here is something that is built to last. I believe in businesses that are built to last. So can we celebrate them one more time? And in case you have questions to ask, we're going to be opening it up very soon. I'm going to ask them one question each, next. We have a couple of questions actually, but I think I would like the audience, to start warming up. If you have questions to ask, we would like to feature them before, we go to the next panel session. All right, so back to you, Mr. Rossi. Excited about your paint business, and my thinking is, how is paint really lucrative? You don't hear much. Have you heard about anybody doing paint? Anybody in the house heard much about painting? Oh, that's cool. So when I met Mr. Rossi, one thing that intrigued me was the fact that this guy is into paint, and he seems like he's stable, financially, and he's loving what he's doing. I always love it when people are passionate, all right, about what they're doing. And not only is he doing it, but he's even coaching people, which is amazing, all right? Not only are you succeeding in what you're doing, but you are even impacting. I believe in two things for individuals. You talk about value, you talk about impact. So number one is that you must have value in yourself. And value has a way of returning back to source. Value always comes back to source. What does that mean? All right, if you help other Nigerians, all right, to find value in paint industry, because we all have houses and we need to paint them, so we can't go find thinking of what is paint for. We already know what paint is for. So by the time you add value in the lives of people, you will see that eventually money will come back to you, because money follows value. Yeah, money follows value any day, anytime. All right? So I want to believe that there must be a reason why you found the paint business lucrative. I believe in the fact that you're adding value through it. I also believe that you are making impact. Now, impact is where the money lies, because it has to do with people. All right? Impact is really where the money lies. All right? So just tell us a little bit about how lucrative is this paint business? How is it able to, sustain your lifestyle? Thank you.
Thank you. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Painting business is very lucrative presently in Nigeria.
Correct.
I will give you an instance. If you look at this hall, if you touch that edge, you will discover that paint there is very sharp like glass. And this type of paint is not sold 50,000. This one, the cost is up to 100,000 per 20 liter of bucket. Now, for you to paint this place, you will need up to 3 buckets. And that means if you have just only 3 buckets, you spend 100,000 just to buy paint. So, all over this place now, you'll be spending about almost 5 buckets of paint, costing you up to 500,000. And then if you go inside, there's another different shade of paint that is used for the inside. And that one costs about 55,000 per bucket of it. And over time, people want something that will last and give them a fancy look. So they begin to go for high quality of paint. So this now makes the paint business to begin to attract interest. Because previously, people used something that within few period of time, it will fade away. But presently now you can have a paint that can last up to 2, 3, 4 years without it fading outside, externally and interiorly. So today, you see people need screeding in their houses. Screeding is done with painting.
Okay.
And you cannot do screeding with just only 1 bucket of paint in a big house. You need up to 50, sometimes even 100 to do screeding. I've moved around this hotel and everywhere is screeded. And it takes more than 100 buckets of paint to screed this place. That to tell you that if you are buying each one for 5,000, if you times 5,000 by 100, you know how much money is going to give you. So that's only just for buying paint. What about the painters? Some people even employ engineers in the painting of their houses. So paint business is very lucrative. That's why I get into it, and I can tell you for free. I've been in it for a very long time, and I have profited from it.
Wow. Can we give a round of applause? This is really eye-opening for me, really. One thing I know for sure is that he must be telling some truth, because a lot of houses are coming up. Yeah, people are building. Real estate is one of those very lucrative industries that we have in Nigeria. Okay? So And for every house that is built, it has to be painted.
Sure.
Yeah. And now you're telling us that these paints are even made in Nigeria. That's what you're trying to suggest.
Sure.
Because you are making the paint. You're not just buying and selling paint.
Yes,
You are making paint.
paint, yes.
Wow. That is amazing. So I'm excited also of the fact that, you are ready to train people. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in case you are in the house and you are interested in learning how to make paints, for a living, he's just going to charge you a token, right? And you're going to be able to, get that skill and be able to, make sure that your income earning power is stable. And that is something to celebrate. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, ma'am.
Chinedu. Sorry, Mr. Rossi. Okay, so over to you, Mr. Chinedu. All right, and we're looking at your shoe business, your bag making business, and we're just interested to know what kind of skills are required to run this business.
Okay. The skills that are required to run the business. Number one, I would advise if you want to enter the business,
Yeah.
like invest, or if you want to be making, you have to learn,
You
like
have to learn.
apprenticeship.
Okay, number one is apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship, even though you are a graduate,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be humble
Mm-hmm.
and submit yourself to that local person to learn.
That did not
add,
even go to school.
yes,
Okay.
then add to your own knowledge
All
to
right.
grow big. So you have apprenticeship there. And number two, you require training, leadership training, like
Okay.
this kind of program,
Okay.
leadership training, to add to your business. Apprenticeship alone is not enough. Some people, after apprenticeship, they just open small kiosks.
Mm-hmm.
I've investigated over so many shoemakers in this town, and if I mention some of their names, you people will not know them. You won't know them.
Correct.
Why? They remain in their small box called kiosks.
No branding.
No branding, nothing, no improvement. Some of them, if they give you the shoe, you will tell the person thank you. That's just the real fact
Yeah.
about the shoemaking. So you need leadership skills
Correct.
to push on the business. Another one, you need constant education to constant upgrading in your
Okay.
business, in the work, constant upgrading. You try to know what is in vogue, the new brand.
So sorry, do you attend workshops or you go online to learn about the new, trending ways of making shoes? I want to know.
We are in like this 21st century. We are the most smartest people that ever lived on this planet Earth, because right in your fingertip you have your cell phone.
Okay.
You can Google everything.
Wow.
We have how to make shoe, how to make whatever. Anything you need is in internet.
Wow.
One of the things that triggered me most, like when I moved into the workshop as an apprentice, I saw what they are doing. I like this thing, though I have to be here to see the physical aspect of it, but yours is different from the one I'm seeing in boutique.
Mm-hmm.
They are not the same. Their own is different from the foreign ones. They are not the same. So I have to Google it out. I have to watch YouTube, spend on myself to say, okay, this how they made their own is different from this one. So I have to come up with new idea different from my boss own.
Wow. So you blended the two. Can you give a round of applause to that? That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Like I said earlier on, 21st century is DIY, really. Do it yourself. All right? If there's anything to learn, it's learning how to study by yourself. All right? And like you said, everything is on Google. Everything is on YouTube. And, I mean, it's amazing. Today's economy is about data, sharing of data. You understand? And the data is out there. The information is out there just for you to leverage it. So that's what you did. I like the fact that you combined the two. You combined that of the person, master, as we call them. All right, that of your master, and then your master's online.
Online master.
And you came out with your natural, in fact, your unique flavor.
Yes.
Yeah, you came out with your unique flavor. And there's no way, in fact, that's one of the reasons why young entrepreneurs, they tend to be better than their masters. Why? Because they actually get what is currently in vogue. Most of those masters are not updating themselves from the online platform. But when you see a young entrepreneur, the person is doing the two. So by the time you come out, you will definitely be a bit ahead of whoever trained you.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, that's very good. Can we give another round of applause to that? Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so Ngozi, back to you. We're so happy to hear about the coconut oil. How did you raise capital? That's the question I would like to ask. How did you raise capital, for that business? Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
It started when I went for mission conference. Retreat, not actually conference. It was a retreat. So in that retreat, one of the missionaries came with coconut oil. So I was watching her. Everybody was watching. She first of all educated us on what coconut oil is, as in the uses and benefits of coconut oil. I saw the way people were rushing it. Inside me, I said, this is a lucrative business. So I was just watching. After everybody might have gotten, except few of us, I walked up to her. I said, "Ma, please, can you give me this?
Sorry.
Can you give me the remaining oil and give me discount? I want to take it to my church and do the same thing you did here." She accepted, and she gave me oil worth of 10,000 naira. So I took it to my church. They bought the oil within 1 week.
Wow.
I've made 10,000 naira gain out
Wow.
of what she gave me.
Wow.
So I called
Please,
her.
can you clap for that? That's amazing. Yeah.
I sent back her money to her, and I said, "Ma, please, can you send me 10,000 naira worth of oil? I'm paying you cash now." She said, "I will send 20,000 naira oil to you." So I paid her the 10,000 naira gain I made, so owing her 10,000 naira. And that was how I started. So I was returning. One day she called me and said, "Ngozi, can't you produce this oil? The people that are giving me, they are from Benin Republic and they are adulterating it." I said, "Okay, let me see if Auntie Stella, being my coach now that teaches me everything I want to learn, if she can do coconut oil, then she will teach me." So I went to her and said, "Auntie Stella, can you teach me how to produce coconut oil?" She said, "Yes, I know how to do it." And we went to the market, bought coconut, grinded it. She taught me manual process. The first day I did that, I was discouraged. I said, I cannot do this. She said, "Ngozi, you can do it.
You
I
can
know
do
you.
it."
You cannot give up now." So I sold the oil. I made the gain. I sent it to her. And from there, I started making my gain.
Wow.
And from there, I started progressing.
Wow. Can we give a round of applause to that? That's amazing. You know, I met Ngozi. Ngozi, how long have we known now? Probably like 5 years. I met Ngozi at that beginning part of her career, with coconut oil. I fell in love with the idea of, I'm proudly Nigerian actually, all right, because we buy so much from outside the country and we are 90% importing, which is very, very sad for this country, and we need to change the narrative. So when I met Ngozi, I was excited. I had coconut oil from outside the country because I have a store, right, and we promote beauty, so we are always very passionate about how to make the skin, like baby skin and extra glowing and what have you. So when she brought this coconut oil and she sold the idea to me, I bought into it. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to support this your business by patronizing it, all right? I'm going to be one of your customers, all right?" And the truth is, I'm not boasting, but when I'm your customer, it brings a lot of stability to whatever you're doing because I'm going to be placing demand on you. So that's, 5 years now, God has been supplying our company coconut oil. Amazing, right? Amazing. Yeah. And just to say that, really unadulterated. The quality control is amazing, right? And she's been so consistent. And I'm so grateful that even the government actually noticed people like this. Ngozi, you are into a program, right, that is run by, is it Delta State government? Okay, even the federal government. Because the federal government is supporting enterprises and all that. And Ngozi has proven herself as one of those, beneficiaries of such. And it has added a lot of stability. Oh my goodness, stability to that system. So can we celebrate her again? All right? Thank you very much. Yes. Pardon? Oh my goodness. She just told me that she's at the edge of exporting. Oh my goodness. Can we celebrate that? Now that is growth. Because I'm always so excited about exporting. Because exporting is where the FX is. Yeah, and that's the future. If you're not earning money in dollars, earning it legitimately, not through scam. Yeah, earning it legitimately. Then you are not doing something you should be doing. That's the sincere truth. Either you're exporting knowledge, probably you're using Zoom calls or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams, whatever platform you're going to be using, or Wamation, you're going to be using some tool to reach out to people all over the world. The world is your audience. And they can pay you for just giving out information. And you can earn in foreign currency. I am a believer in that. I believe that your audience is all over the world. Today I earn in foreign currency actually, by the grace of God. And I can see the difference. So when people are crying about the dollar, I'm like, okay, converting my dollar, I say, okay, this dollar used to be this, now is this. You feel good, right? Even though you feel bad for the country. You feel bad for the country, but then you're exporting something that, people are buying from outside the shores of Nigeria. So you are at that upper, edge. And that's where you should be. That's why we're having this program, to let you know that in Nigeria, people are scaling. And like Tanshi, we're going to be having him soon. One of his friends is currently working in Nigeria, but he's earning in dollars because he's offering digital, expertise to a company in the US. And they are paying him in dollars every month, legitimately. Because at times you think it's Yahoo or whatever they call themselves that are the ones that are getting. No. Nigerians are getting digitally empowered. And right from the comfort of their bedroom, their houses. And if you get it, the world is looking for people like you. We should actually be the tech hub for Africa. Who thinks that way? Who thinks that way? Nigeria should actually be the tech hub for Africa. Can we celebrate her again? Thank you so much. All right, so back to you, Charles. Charles, you have an amazing testimony. We're so happy to hear that you bounced back, because it's easy for people to fall, but it's not easy for them to rise again. But Charles has shown that it is possible. So tell us, who are your customers? Who are the people that you actually do business with? Tell us. Are they here? All right.
All right. For my customers, firstly, when I joined the business, I was so happy because when I see the outcome, I said, yes, it's a business that one can do. The first set of persons I met are my family members. All right? Registered my wife. I registered my kids. And I can tell you, with the type of account I've set for them, let's just say $1,000 account for 3 of my kids. Roll it over for the first year, you get $3,000 each for them.
Wow.
I don't intend to touch that money. I want to do like 5-6 years.
Wow.
All right? So that before they even grew up to that age of going to the university, they can choose any university of their choice, and I can afford it.
Wow, can we give a
All
clap
right?
for that?
So that's the first.
Good.
That was the first. They were my first point of contact. Other persons are my neighbors, my church members, my colleagues. As I go out, everywhere I go, just that I put on native today, you see me on Omega Pro cap on my head. Sometimes they call me Mr. Omega Pro. I'm not ashamed of it. It's what is giving me
Yes,
money.
so
All right? Then also, I believe so much in digital, online.
Mhm.
I believe so much online. My phone doesn't run out of that data. All right? I convert a lot of customers from even WhatsApp story. Sometimes just testimony from a colleague.
Correct.
You post it there, someone sees it, they will chat you. What's this business? Please give me more information about it. You talk to them. Sometimes we do our Zoom meetings every single day,
Correct.
Monday to Sunday. So if you want to join anytime, 7 p.m., you can join. And once you join, you are likely to join the business and register too. Also, Facebook, I post a lot there too. I posted and someone was following me. A guy was following me from Lagos. As at 1st January this year, the guy called me. He said he has been following me on Omega Pro. How can he start?
Yeah.
I said, these are what to start with. I sent a list of my licenses, that's package, the amount in dollars and in naira. I forwarded to him. How can he make payment? I sent him my account number. He credited me 530,000. Somebody who never knew me, who never met me.
Amazing.
He sent that money to me. Immediately I registered him. I want to ensure he get value for what he paid for. Immediately I registered him. I converted his naira. I used it to buy USDT, that's dollars, online. And I funded the account. And I told him, I have funded your account. Go and check it. And he checked, and the guy was like, wow. Are there people like this in this world? Are there people like this still existing in this world? You understand?
Yeah.
So customers are everywhere.
Everywhere.
You all seated here are my customer. You all listening to me, you are my
Are you
customers.
hearing?
Yes, you are my customer.
All
Yes.
right,
So
thank
after
you
the
so
class,
much.
you see me, and I'll tell you what to do.
All right,
Thank you
can
very
we give a
much.
round of applause to that? I like the fact that he started from what we call his warm market. All right, you have value to offer. The people around you, your family, your friends, are your warm market. all right, before you now move to the code, all right? And it's amazing that digital tools have really helped a lot of us to get access to the cold market. And the cold market is really where the business thrives. Because if the people that patronize your business are only the people that know you, that business is not going to last long, I tell you. The true customers of your business are found in the cold market, people that you don't know. But who can identify your business as a business of value? Because I keep highlighting on the fact that it's all about value creation. Your value must be out there. It's not about money, it's about value. If your value is out there, you're going to be attracting because it's value that attracts. All right? So I'd like us to know that each and every one of us must be people that have value to offer. And when we talk about branding, it's just a way of promoting value, presenting value in a manner that will speak to your target audience. All right, that's why branding is so important. And we have somebody that is a brand expert in the house who is going to be talking to us very soon. And we are really happy to, have him on board. So we're going to have 1 or 2 questions from the audience so that we can have the second panel session before the message comes. Any question from the audience? Anybody? Okay. Oh, I know there will be hands. Only God will help us to do it. Please, we have ushers who are going to be supporting us quickly. I know that we might not be able to take all the questions, so we're going to be asking you to write down the questions because we are constrained for time. All right? So you do well to write down your question. We'll just take only 2 uppermost, right? But you write down your question. We'd like to answer all questions, but it mustn't be, here, right? So who is the first person with the microphone? Okay, I think the guy in white actually raised his hand first. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good day.
My name is Sunday Sari.
All right.
Yeah, the last man, is that Mr. Charles?
Yes, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, you spoke about forest. All the while we've been hearing about forest, and the downfall of forest. What can you say about it? Is it okay now?
Okay. You mean crypto? Forex. Okay, fine. Just wanted to be sure.
All right, thank you very much. For the forest, I think this business has been there for the past 400 years. It has never gone down. It's not like crypto, Bitcoin, that you hear prices has fallen,
Exactly.
price has risen. All right? This is an industry that deals with at least $6.3 trillion daily. You understand? So long there is relationship between countries, even if there is war, forests will still thrive. For example, the one that happened in Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
All right? While the war was going on, Ukraine was still buying equipment from US, for example. You understand? So if you buy 1 or 2 things from one other country, you've done forex. You want to travel out. You are a Nigerian, you have your naira. You want to travel abroad. Say you buy US dollars.
Yeah.
Right? You want to import goods from China. You use Chinese yen, right? So the forex market is always there. It is the largest financial market in the whole world. And nothing will shake it. It will still be there till God knows when.
Okay, just want to rephrase his question. People have been having some downsides. People have lost money. Let's be factual. So what could have caused it, and why is your own different?
All right. A lot of people lose money because, one, Nigerians were greed. That's what we will need to look at. I brought this business idea to one of my in-law. I told her, come and see this business. At least what you get every month, 10%. You don't need to do anything. Just invest your money. The daily profit that will be paid into your account will accumulate up to 10% in a month. She said, no, there's this one other business. They told her they are paying 30%. You understand? And she went ahead and she invested 500 and something thousand naira there. First month, I think they will give them like 100 or 150,000, just like that. They paid her only for the first month, and after that, the whole thing crumbles.
Yeah.
Or crumbled. You understand? So let's kill greed. Let's look at the sustainability of the company you want to deal with. You understand? 0.4% every day is what the company can afford. If you are a forex trader, ask yourself, or look for anybody that trades forex. Ask them, any company that wants to be paying you 0.4% every day, can they sustain it? Then secondly, this is not a Nigerian company. It's not like, because before you partner with company, you need to do your findings. It's not a Nigerian company that will come up today, tomorrow they are nowhere to be found. This is a company that started in the United Kingdom. And as I speak with you, we are in over 130 countries as we speak. Even as of last year, they acquired a bank in the UK called OMP Money Limited.
Okay.
You can Google it and find out yourself. It's duly registered.
Okay. All right.
It's duly registered. And also you look at the people behind the company. These are not people who will run away with your money. These are people whose name have been listed on this magazine abroad. All right? Fox magazine, right?
Okay.
They cannot run or do anything that will tarnish their image. So there are a lot of things you look at before you invest in a company.
Right.
The company has been there now since 2018 till date. And I can tell you, there is no one day they've missed payment.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Charles. If we allow him, he's going to be talking about his company. Can we, can we give a round of applause to that? Okay, we're going to take just one more. Oh, I'm so sorry. But make sure you write your questions, please. We promise that, okay? But what I just want to take from what he has said is that if you want to do Forex, many people do it themselves. Maybe they learn it from somebody and they try to do it themselves, and that's why they fail. Because anything that you start doing by yourself, you are a student, you are a baby in that thing, you are going to most likely fail. And especially if you are greedy, all right, and you are impatient. If I was worrying Nigerians on the average, greed and impatience. These two things, all right? And it doesn't work for investments. It doesn't. These two things don't work for investment, all right? You will always fail that way. So, but if you partner with companies that are tried, trusted, and tested, companies that can do without you and who have been there, chances are high that you will get something. You might not get as much, but you will get something. So that's what I'm taking from what Charles is saying, that companies that are stable, that you partner with, they are able to also help you in your own, Forex journey. All right, thank you very much, Charles. Just one more question because of time. Okay, let me have you, sir.
That's good. My name is Moses.
Moses, hi.
I just want to ask the painter.
Okay.
I've learned painting. I know how to do scripting paint, emulsion paint, satin paint, texcoat paint.
Wow.
But then I learned it from the boss. But then he didn't really tell me like how much it takes. He just taught me. So he didn't tell me like how much it takes. But me, I'm hoping that one day I will own my own paint company.
Wow.
So I want to ask, since he has his own, like estimate how much does it cost to start? Whether it's small scale or medium scale.
Medium scale. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, Rossi, over to you.
Thank you for the question. To start paint company, you can actually start with 50,000 or less. You can start from home before you now look at opening a company. You can start from home. First of all, you get the engineers or owners of building. You tell them you can produce paint and you can supply them at lesser price compared to what is in the market. So if they buy the idea from you, then you can produce from a home, then package it, because most time some of them have the challenges of packaging. So if you can do quality paint and good packaging, you can from home produce and sell it out to them. From there, you can now raise funds to run a bigger company. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Can we give